It's more than what you see in the eye. When you first go in the marsh, you think, okay, here's a bunch of water, and here's some grass on little pieces of land. But if you slow down and sit still, there is life everywhere. There's life in that marsh grass, right on the mud leading into it. And of course, there's all sorts of fish, and there's even deer swimming out there. So if you just sit still and stay in one place, nature will come to you.
As I'm shooting a scene, as I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the best looking thing, one of the things that I constantly have to think about is, could we be getting the shot somewhere else? And if we could, then why am I shooting it like this? If the scene is supposed to be taking place on the marsh, then let's get the marsh in the background.
One of the really good things about working with Andre is that he is on the same page with me. So once we go through scenes and we have the master scene and a few of the medium shots, I can just walk away. There's no need to have two people when you're fighting and the camera's following a hand and a fist and a kick.
Keep your hand on him. Keep your hand on him. Pressuring.
Wait.
Yeah, keep your left hand on me. They want you to take it off later.
The whole time, okay.
Yeah. And action.
Good thing you got here. I was about to take him out.
We had a very small boat, and so we rehearsed these scenes on a trailer in a parking lot, because I wasn't going to be able to be out there with him. It was just going to be Andre and the two actors.
I learned to fly cast because he wanted my character to do some fly casting. Andre, who was our cinematographer, would be, I don't know, maybe 20 yards away, and he wanted me to cast that fly for flop right in front of the camera. Took a few tries, but I finally mastered it, and I think we got the exact right shot.
I always say you can't make a movie without a Carl and a Wade. Wade is a person who sets the tone so that it is an actor set, that it is comfortable, that everyone feels relaxed and they can get into the part. We had a lot of things that we had to build, and we had Carl Causey, who is an engineer who never went to training an engineer but can build and do anything.
But we were left out on a small shooting platform, which was constructed earlier by Carl. Craig and I were dropped off, and we were trying to balance all of the equipment out there, and we're waiting for the boats to come out. Well, the boat had sunk, and so we're just sitting out there watching the sun come down going, is someone gonna be coming out here to get us?
I've never driven a boat before, which is something I had to do for the film, and I also had to get in the swamp, or in the bayou, and like I said, I'd never been in that marshy type of water before, but I loved it.
And she had to hide behind things, put on her costumes, and very quickly get into emotion out in the mud and the sun and the bugs, and she was an absolute trooper. I spent a number of years doing music videos with Douglas Smoot in Nashville. We had a bond and a very good time, and there was no way to make a film without involving him. He did all the research, he figured out everything that we needed, and put together a very efficient package for us so that we could have speed in the field, but still have the quality that we were looking for. People have asked me what Craig did on the film, and I think the easier question is what Craig didn't do on the film. He acted in 5 or 6 scenes, he gathered audio, he built and gathered props. He really did an outstanding job coming up with the design of our sets. Many of those things are 100 miles apart in the state, and they look seamless.
I didn't think you were gonna have to swim on the first day. You quitting?
Tell in the water.
We were very fortunate to have found a company, CFX. They're a local company that is in the business of special effects makeup, but quite a bit, being our guy's an assassin in the movie. And they just, whatever we needed, they were there. Even though they have a lot of films that they're working on, they took care of us and gave us just phenomenal service, and it was great to form a partnership with those guys.
And action.
Hey, since I'm...
Again, with the stutter sit.
Alright, stutter sip.
Look, you step in the mud out in the marsh and you sink up to your crotch, okay? You're stuck, and you're holding a camera, and you've got water lapping up in your face, and you've got animals, and you don't know what they are. You don't know if they're fish or crabs or something is constantly nibbling at you or biting you. This was a constant case of, is this really a good idea?